Whispers of the Forgotten Passage. Dr. Elena Blackwood's fingers trace the edges of the weathered manuscript, its parchment speaking of forgotten passages beneath the Carpathian Mountains. The document, discovered in a sealed archive in Prague, had been dismissed by her colleagues as mere folklore. But Elena knew better. At 38, she had built her reputation on uncovering historical mysteries that others deemed impossible. Her expertise in underground archaeological systems and cryptogeology made her uniquely qualified to investigate the manuscript's claims. The manuscript spoke of a network of tunnels predating known human civilization, a subterranean system that seemed to defy geological understanding. Carbon dating fragments suggested an origin over 50,000 years earlier than any recorded human settlement in the region. Initial translations revealed fragmented references to a breathing system and living passages that seemed more mythological than scientific. Assembling a team was challenging. Most professional archaeologists viewed the expedition as academic suicide. Elena recruited 3 specialists. 1. Dr. Marcus Reiner, geological expert with expertise in underground structural systems. 2. Sophia Valdez, advanced mapping and technology specialist. 3. Jacob Henderson, ex-military survival and safety coordinator. Their equipment was specialized. Advanced ground-penetrating radar, thermal imaging systems, oxygen analysis equipment, and custom-designed communication devices capable of functioning in extreme underground environments. The mountain entrance was nothing like traditional archaeological sites. A nearly invisible crevice, barely wide enough for a human to pass, marked the beginning of their journey. Initial readings from their equipment were bizarre. Thermal scans showed temperature variations that defied known geological principles. Sound waves behaved unpredictably, creating echo patterns that seemed to shift and change inexplicably. 50 meters below the surface, the tunnel system transformed. Walls seemed to pulse with a subtle, almost imperceptible rhythm. Geological formations showed signs of deliberate, almost architectural, design, yet predating any known human engineering capabilities. Sophia's mapping equipment began to malfunction, displaying impossible geometric configurations that seemed to redesign themselves in real time. Strange biological traces appeared on tunnel walls, not quite fungal, not quite organic. Microscopic analysis revealed complex cellular structures that did not match any known life classification. Dr. Reiner's initial hypothesis suggested these might be remnants of an unknown prehistoric organism, potentially a form of complex, slow-moving biological network that existed before traditional evolutionary patterns. As they descended deeper, sound became their primary threat. Certain tunnel sections generated low-frequency vibrations that caused physical disorientation and psychological unease. Jacob first noticed the psychological impact. Brief hallucinations, momentary memory losses, and an inexplicable sense of being observed began to affect the team. At approximately 800 meters below the surface, they discovered a massive central chamber. The space defied architectural logic. Walls that seemed to breathe, surfaces that reflected light in impossible ways. Ancient symbols covered the chamber, depicting narrative sequences that suggested a form of communication far beyond human comprehension. The tunnel system was alive, not in a biological sense, but as a complex, adaptive environment. It was selecting, testing, evaluating their presence. Team members began experiencing shared hallucinations, glimpses of prehistoric landscapes, fleeting images of entities that existed beyond traditional dimensional understanding. Each team member was fundamentally altered, their perception of reality stretched and transformed. The line between scientific observation and supernatural encounter blurred completely. Escaping became more than a physical challenge. They had to synchronize with the tunnel's internal rhythm, understanding its communication patterns to find an exit. When they finally emerged, days had passed, though their equipment suggested only hours had elapsed. They were changed, carrying knowledge that would forever alter their understanding of human history. The manuscript that started their journey was now more than a historical document. It was a warning, a map to a reality far more complex than human science could comprehend. The moral of the story is, some mysteries are not meant to be fully understood. They are to be respected, observed from a distance, and acknowledged as beyond human comprehension. Now it's your turn. How do scientific boundaries limit our understanding of potential realities? What psychological transformations occur when confronting the truly unknown? How might ancient systems of communication challenge our current scientific paradigms? What role does human curiosity play in confronting potentially dangerous mysteries? How do individual experiences shape our collective understanding of extraordinary phenomena? What psychological mechanisms protect us from comprehending complex, incomprehensible experiences? How do personal beliefs interact with extraordinary scientific discoveries? What motivates humans to explore environments that fundamentally challenge their understanding? How do traumatic experiences of discovery transform individual perception? What ethical considerations exist when exploring unknown environmental systems?